The National Football League presents the Bridgestone Super Bowl 46 Halftime Show.
Look around, everywhere you turn is heartache. It's everywhere that you go.
Super Bowl, are you ready to roll? Super Bowl 49 Halftime Show.
10 most memorable Super Bowl halftime moments, for better or worse. The Super Bowl is not just about the game anymore, it's about entertainment and sensation. That is why the Super Bowl halftime show has become an iconic part of the event, drawing millions of viewers every year. Certain halftime performances have made headlines for both better or worse reasons. From wardrobe malfunctions to jaw-dropping performances, these moments have given us everything from spectacles to controversies. In this video, we'll look at 10 of the most memorable Super Bowl halftime moments that are hard to forget. But before we dive into the drama and excitement, let's step back and understand the evolution of the Super Bowl halftime show. Originally, halftime performances were more about marching bands and novelty acts. It wasn't until the 1990s that the halftime show began to take on a larger-than-life quality, with pop stars and entertainers gracing the stage. From there, it grew into the extravagant, over-the-top spectacles that we know today, which often shaped the cultural narrative of the year. As the years went on, the Super Bowl halftime show became more than just entertainment. And with the advent of social media and the growing importance of live television, these performances became key moments in pop culture history. Now let's take a closer look at some of the most unforgettable performances. Number 1. Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake, 2004. One of the most infamous moments in Super Bowl history occurred during the 2004 halftime show with Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake. What was meant to be a jaw-dropping performance took a controversial turn when Timberlake accidentally exposed Jackson's breast during the performance of his song Rock Your Body. The moment, which became known as the Nipplegate incident, shocked viewers across the country and led to an immediate backlash. This incident had far-reaching consequences, including changes in broadcast regulations, and it sparked widespread debates about decency on live television. The aftermath saw the FCC impose hefty fines on broadcasters, changing how halftime shows were produced moving forward. Despite the controversy, this moment remains pivotal in Super Bowl history. Michael Jackson, 1993. The Super Bowl halftime show was forever changed when Michael Jackson performed in 1993. With over 90 million viewers, Michael Jackson's performance set the bar for future halftime shows, bringing together spectacular visuals, tight choreography, and an emotional connection with the audience. Jackson's performances of Billie Jean and Black and White became legendary for their mix of showmanship and emotional engagement. This performance is often credited as the turning point for Super Bowl halftime shows, as it turned the halftime show from a mini concert within a game to a game around a concert. It was a moment of true spectacle. It showed us how a halftime show could be more than just a few minutes of music, which can transcend cultures and make way for so many more over the years. Number 3. U2, 2002. In the aftermath of the tragic events of 9/11, the 2002 halftime show became one of the most emotionally charged performances in Super Bowl history. U2 took the stage with a powerful tribute to the victims of the terrorist attacks. As Bono and the band played Where the Streets Have No Name, the backdrop displayed the names of those who had perished, creating a somber atmosphere. This show was a reminder of the power of music in times of crisis, and U2's performance became a symbolic gesture of healing and unity. For many viewers, this halftime show stood out for its performance and heartfelt tribute to the fallen. It was a stark departure from the usual spectacle. Of course, this reminded everyone that the Super Bowl stage can also be a platform for powerful cultural moments. Number 4. Lady Gaga, 2017. Lady Gaga's halftime performance in 2017 was nothing short of spectacular. From her entrance, where she jumped from the top of the Houston's NRG Stadium, to her dynamic set list, including Born This Way, Gaga proved that she was one of the most electrifying performers of her generation. Her show was filled with theatrics, but it was also a statement about her vocal ability and stage presence. Gaga's halftime show was one of the most memorable in recent years, with her blend of theatrical boldness and vocal prowess. It cemented her place as a top-tier performer and proved that the Super Bowl stage was a place for fierce individuality and artistry. This performance showed the whole world the mastery that Lady Gaga had on her music and stage presentation. Number 5. Katy Perry, 2015.
I used to bite my tongue and hold my breath, scared to rock the boat and make a mess. So I said quietly, agreed politely.
Katy Perry's 2015 halftime performance was a spectacle in every sense of the word. From the giant robotic lion to the dancing sharks, Perry's show had everything, including visuals, energy, and catchy hits. Her performance of Firework became iconic, with elaborate special effects and fireworks lighting up the sky. This halftime show was one of the most watched in history, thanks in part to Perry's star power and the unforgettable visuals. The performance highlighted Perry's pop star status and her ability to create a show that was both fun and memorable. It was a true reflection of what Super Bowl halftime shows had evolved into, which was a mix of music, spectacle, and larger-than-life visuals. Number 6. Madonna, 2012.
I hear you call my name, and it feels like
Madonna's 2012 halftime performance was yet another grand spectacle. The Queen of Pop brought her iconic flair to the Super Bowl stage with a Roman-inspired theme that included her hits Vogue and Like a Prayer. The show featured guest performances from Nicki Minaj and MIA, too, who added their own touches to the performance. Madonna's halftime show was proof of her lasting influence in the music industry. The elaborate choreography, bold costumes, and star power made it one of the most memorable halftime performances of all time. It also marked a moment of generational crossover, with younger artists collaborating with Madonna. That bridged the gap between pop music's past and present. Number 7. The Weeknd, 2021. In 2021, The Weeknd performed during a Super Bowl halftime show unlike any other. With the pandemic in full swing, The Weeknd's performance had no live audience, but that didn't stop him from delivering a grand show. His use of creative visuals, including his signature face bandages, added a unique touch that resonated with the themes of the COVID-19 era. Despite the challenges posed by the pandemic, The Weeknd managed to deliver a performance that stood out for its artistic direction and relatable feel. His halftime show was a reflection of how artists can adapt to changing times while still maintaining the grandeur and spectacle of the Super Bowl stage. Number 8. Paul McCartney, 2005.
She said, baby, can't you see? I wanna be famous, a star of the screen.
Following the controversy of the 2004 halftime show, Paul McCartney was chosen to restore some credibility to the event in the following year. His family-friendly performance included classic hits like Hey Jude and Live and Let Die, which proved to be a return to safer and more traditional entertainment. McCartney's presence at the Super Bowl served as a reminder that the halftime show could still be a platform for classic rock and enduring artists. It marked a shift back to a more wholesome and universally accepted show, following the scandal that rocked the previous year's performance. His show was a celebration of music's power to unite, making it one of the most iconic halftime performances for its return to simpler times. Number 9. Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, and others, 2022. The 2022 Super Bowl halftime show was one of the most star-studded performances in history, featuring Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, and Mary J. Blige. This performance celebrated hip-hop's culture and its influence on mainstream music. With a lineup that went across generations, the show marked a significant moment for diversity in Super Bowl performances. This performance was all about the growing acceptance and celebration of hip-hop in the mainstream music scene. But more than that, it showed us the true cultural shift that has taken place over the last few decades. It was a tribute to the pioneers of the genre, and for many, it was the most culturally relevant halftime show in recent years. Number 10, Beyoncé, 2013.
So crazy right now.
Beyoncé's 2013 halftime show was an electrifying performance that showcased her vocal prowess and stage presence. The surprise reunion of Destiny's Child made this show even more memorable, with Kelly Rowland and Michelle Williams joining Beyoncé on stage for a performance of their hits. Beyoncé's performance became an instant classic thanks to her high-energy choreography and flawless vocals. She proved why she is one of the greatest entertainers of all time. Given how big the Super Bowl event is, each of these performances had a big impact. The influence of these moments is felt not just in music, but in television and pop culture at large. From changing broadcasting regulations to promoting diversity and inclusivity, Super Bowl halftime shows have become a reflection of our cultural values and the times we live in. And there you have it, 10 of the most memorable Super Bowl halftime moments, for better or worse. Whether they shocked us, made us cheer, or left us speechless, these performances will be remembered for years. Which Super Bowl halftime moment stood out for you? Do you have a favorite performance or a moment that you still remember? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more flashbacks from American culture. Thanks for watching.